Country Saturday Night.
Yanki and the Brit show on a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. Opening up the show with Kyle's tune, Saving It Up for Saturday Night. That song is absolutely tormenting me.
I just like to say...
I get it out of my head, and then Randy goes and plays it, and then it's in my head for another 2 weeks.
I'd just like to say also that Steve Owen will not be with us tonight because he already called too soon.
Like I said to him in the Facebook chat, it's better than that guy that called in 12 hours early. Do you remember that guy that called in at 8 o'clock in the morning and was like, huh? Hello?
I'm thinking it was the part where you sent him the message where it said, you call in at 8. I think that's the part that screwed him up.
You behave, you. We love Steve over here, so Steve has to call in at 8.
Just preparing him.
He's awesome. He's awesome like Benny.
What's he sound like? Tell me true.
Well, Benny said that
Benny said
that we have to wake him up for the show tonight. So maybe we should plug in the phone.
Benny!
Maybe we should plug in the phone,
Hey,
call him up,
Benny!
Call him up and go, "Oi, wake up,
Benny! Where's Benny?"
Do you think we should do that? Do you think we should call him up
and
wake him up?
We better.
Right, I better plug in this phone.
Well, it ain't time yet.
No, to wake Benny up. Make sure he's wide awake.
Well, I thought you said you were supposed to do that like 15 minutes till.
Yeah, let's do it. Where's the number?
Do it now.
Where is the number?
I don't care. Oh. Hi, everybody. What's going on, man? Country Saturday Night, Yanki and the Brit. Steve Owen's here. Oh, no. He must have heard what I said. Tisk, tisk. Shame on me. Hey, Nick. What's up? My old buddy and lover, Nick, over there and across the pond.
Your lover.
Mr. Rollins.
Ooh.
Daisy Joe.
Oh, it's ringing.
I know it is, right? Who else is in here? Dan Conley, of course.
If he doesn't answer, we've got to leave him a cool answer machine message.
Right. Get right on that. And everybody else, welcome for tuning in.
Hello.
Benny!
This is America calling. This is your wake-up call.
Benny!
From the Yanki and the Brit show.
Time to get up!
Hello there.
Wake up, you old bastard!
It's almost Steve Owen time.
I know, and the problem is my daughter is in town and has asked us to come and go out to dinner with her.
Well, you got to get up for that, too, then.
Tell her there's more important things in this world than dinner.
I know. Man, I hate to miss that. But, how long will he be? You'll probably only be on for 2 hours, won't you?
We'll be on until 10 p.m. Central. He'll be on at the top of the hour with us.
He's only going to be here about 3 or 4 minutes. I don't think I can take much of him.
Oh, don't say that. We love... I've told you, husband. We love Steve Owen. Don't we?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You said to call and wake you up, so here's your wake-up call. Hey!
Well, thank you.
Hey, you got a phone. Take it with you. You can listen. Everybody can listen to the show right there at the table. Get the waiter to sit down with you. The cook.
No.
Bring them all out.
No, this is family time. You have your family time. Put your phone in your glove box.
We get done with him. It'll be family time. He'll be wishing his family talks to him after that.
Well, you're going to have fun with Steve. I know that.
We're going to hold you to that. All right.
Well, I may make it home before the show's over. I don't know. We're getting running kind of late. But.
That's all right. Broken hearts around here. Nothing new.
Oh, behave. You're such a drama queen, husband. All right. Well, we will let you go. You enjoy your meal, and we will have a fabulous time without you.
Well, I hope you do, and I'll listen to. You'll have a rebroadcast on it, won't you?
Yeah, well, you can catch it up tomorrow. It's available for however long.
Yeah, you can listen to it anytime.
I will certainly listen to it then, and y'all have a real good time. And I'm retiring in a couple of weeks, so I'll have a little bit more time, I think.
What?
Oh.
You ain't that old.
I'll be 69 this year.
No way. Stop
Yes,
lying on the
will.
Yanki and the Brit show.
You don't look a day over 42.
Well, thank you.
That's the nicest thing I've said all night. All right, go have yourself a good time.
Okay.
Thank you
for calling.
Bye.
Benny! There you go. All right. Well, Benny's awake. That was the job, was to wake him up. So we
will
did
just
our
have
part.
to have lots of fun without him.
We did what we were supposed to do.
So, the Yankee and the Brit show on the RTM radio network. What do you have loaded up tonight, Mr. Husband?
Just stuff and anything anybody wants to hear. Got all kinds of goodies over here.
Awesome. Well, you better hit that play button.
All right. Watch this.
Your choice for country music, the artist.
Amaro Pitts, Native American redneck pizza.
Hey, thank you. Yankee and the Brit Country Saturday night going on over here. Got the tune for you.
Good evening, Saturday night. Steve Owen is still in the chat room. He's still tolerating us. I can't hear myself in the mic. Is this thing working?
Well, of course, you got it turned
Test,
all the
test,
way
test.
down
Ooh,
over there.
ooh,
No wonder I
hello.
can't hear nothing.
Ooh.
God damn woman. Now you want all that special stuff and everything.
Now you told
then
me
you want to
when
be treated like a man, don't you?
You told me last night if I touch that button, it's going to turn your stuff
And then
down
I'll turn
too.
mine down if you need yours. You just do what you got to do and don't worry about me. Because I'm a
Alrighty
big boy. I'm all grown up over here. I don't need anybody to hold my hand.
Whatever.
Just hold my dick and I'm fine, all right? All right, so anyways, what's going on, everybody? Country Saturday night. Steve Owen going to be with us here directly. Oh, just a few minutes. Well, guess we're going to dig into a few of his tunes over here. Make sure we get a lot of them played up here before he shows up. I think he'll be here on time this time, so that shouldn't be a
Just
problem.
think of Asda knickers on this one. It's
I
just
ain't
as
going to
bad
let go
as
of that,
Asda.
Steve, just in case you didn't realize that. So, all right, everybody, nice to have you here. Thanks for tuning in, all you people that aren't in the chat.
I was just turning the chat room extra disgusting, as you know.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised by that. Okay, well, let's get over here and let's get on with it. Stevie Owen music. This one here, just to get started, Donna really likes this tune. This is Benny Pitzinger and Steve Owen. Now, I'm sure all you guys remember Benny. He was here, a couple weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks ago?
And he was on the phone about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I mean the
That
song in particular is what I'm referring
Yeah.
to. Very cool tune. So we're going to do this one. This is Benny and Steve, and then we're going to get into some Steve songs. So,
I believe these two are quite talented guys. I just love the style of writing. We sometimes put some Benny music on, Benny and Steve music on while we're working, don't we? And it's just great listening.
I'm
Absolute great
fixing to
listening.
believe they just all around good redneck Americans is what I'm kind of thinking over there. All right, let's get on with it. Hot diggity dog. Country music that sounds like country music. I'll be damned. Check it out. Some good sounding stuff there, don't you think?
Hey, let's say hello to Laura White. She's in the chat room. She's our birthday girl tonight.
Hello, Laura.
And I feel like breaking into music again because it's your birthday
Oh,
girl.
do we have to?
Are you ready?
In the middle of all this good music?
3, 2,
Oh, she just doesn't get
1.
it. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Dear Laura.
Oh, happy birthday
To you.
Here's another tune from Steve Owen. What'd she say? I guess we'll have to have Steve explain some of this because I tagged his name on all these, and it's obviously not him.
I wish you'd turn my mic off.
My bad. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say.
Everybody
anyways.
wants to hear what I've got
No,
to say.
they don't. It's the same old rip-rap all
Shut
the
up.
time.
Don Haddock in the
sorry.
chat room says,
What'd he say?
hard on the outsides.
Hello, Don.
Hard on the... Let's try this again.
See, nobody wants
Hard
to hear you.
on the outside, soft on the inside. Just ask the ladies. Mine's a bit like hard on the outside and hard on the inside. I'm not quite sure about this one. Nah, I'm kidding. He's a big softie.
Okay. I'll take it for
He just
whatever
doesn't
you
like
say.
people to know that. So don't tell him I told you.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What happened now? Now I can only hear one side again. Oh, here we go. Okay. No Oh, that fixed it. Maybe I just need to talk about
I was going to say, I can hear your voice in both ears. Knack, knack, knack.
You mean they both work? How come you never hear anything I say? I know. It's an accident.
See, Laura says she wants to hear me.
What does she know? She's 66
She
years
loves,
old.
She loves me. She's 66 years old today.
I see.
She doesn't look a day over 95 and a half.
All right, let's move on, please. There's another song that Steve Owen sent. Now I'm afraid to say they're Steve's songs because I don't know who's going to sing them. But it's no fun to drink since I stopped chasing women. Right here with the Yankee and the Brit. Yeah, baby, running Pete's and hauling hogs. Steve Owens right here with the Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night. Thanks for joining us.
He is on the dog and bone right now. Steve Owens, say hello.
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 Hey.
It's only 7:59. You said I didn't start till 8.
Well, I did say call in an hour because you called in like 5 minutes.
All right,
before
hang
the-
up and call right back.
And just for tonight, do you think you could change the name of your show to the Yankee, the Brit, and the Redneck Show?
Sure.
Yes. I will go.
We got plenty of them to go around. How's things down there in Alabama?
It is great. I live in North Alabama, so I'm kind of a Yankee. And
Oh hell.
so we're about 6 miles from Tennessee line, and about an hour and a half from Nashville.
That ain't
So
Alabama.
it should be called the Yankee and the Brit Show, shouldn't it?
That's right.
Oh,
I'm a redneck wannabe.
how's that working out for you?
Not too good.
You're gonna have to move a little further south, I reckon.
I guess I would. Yeah. Well, I lived in Birmingham till I got drafted in the Army back in 1970. So, yeah, it was.
Was you born and raised in Alabama?
No, I was actually born in Georgia and stayed there. We lived there until I was 11. Then we moved to Birmingham. And then got drafted in 70. Went to college. Got married. Got a job. Moved to Huntsville. Had 3 kids. And I didn't even start my writing career, really. I played in bands back in the 60s and a little bit in the 80s. But I didn't really start my writing career until I was 63 years old.
Did you play with Buddy Holly?
No, he was dead before I got around to doing that. You know?
Just
Him
curious.
and Big Bopper hit the dust somewhere. I think snow. I think it was.
Well, at least you didn't hit it with him.
Yeah. Waylon was actually lucky on that too, because he was supposed to be on that flight with him.
Yeah, I heard that story.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason, don't it?
It does. It does. Yeah.
So tell us about the Tramps. Apparently, you are a full member as of last month.
Of the who?
The Tramps.
The Tramps. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said the Trump. I thought you said the Trumps.
Oh, pay attention. Pay attention.
Well, way back, the song. Don and I had met on a little country internet radio station in Northern Ireland, Space Country Radio, and we met a lot of great songwriters there. But so I started talking to Don on chat room, and then we got on private chat, and him and Susie were going to take a train trip from Costa Mesa to Chicago, and then come down to Nashville. We was going to spend some time with them. So I thought, well, I wanted to have everything ready for them. So I said, well, what do you like to drink? What can I get you and Susie to drink? And Don said, well, I don't drink anymore. And I said, well, I don't drink anymore since I stopped chasing women. And that's how that song came about.
That wasn't too smart, was it?
Well,
Is that because the beer gave you beer goggles and made the women look good?
Oh, they all look better at closing time.
Now you're stealing somebody else's line.
So tell us about this Walmart song. How did that come
the
about? Although I'm sure I can work it out.
Me and Benny met on Reverb Nation, I think, or something. I saw he's from Huntsville. He saw us from Huntsville. We somehow got together, and I invited him over to my house. He didn't know me. I didn't know him. And so we got out of guitars in my music room, and I said, just play me some songs. And he played me some of these songs, and they were just, he's probably one of the best storytellers, songwriters that I know. And he started playing these songs, and he'd never been on radio, and he didn't think the songs would ever make it on radio. I said, man, you're crazier than hell. These songs are great. And so I think I got him on Plays, I think, first, and then it just went, Benny just blossomed from there on his own, and I knew he would. But Walmart Fashion Show, he had come over, and he said, and he brought part of the lyrics over here, and so we sat down and we hammered them out, and then we sat down and hammered out the music. Then we turned on my recorder here, and gave him a microphone and me a microphone, and we sat down with the guitars, and we did that on one take, except for the background, stuff that we did, and the bass guitar. But all the lead vocals and everything was done in one take in the guitars.
No, I think that's great. There ain't too many people do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes
Well,
they're the best ones, aren't they?
I don't think we could do it live again. You know, matter of fact, we tried to do it live and we screwed it up.
No, that's awesome.
No, it's fun. It's fun writing with Benny. It's fun writing with Don Haddett, and you know, I'm just a lucky man to have met those two, and there's several more that I write with, and you know, they're the reason I write so good. It's because of them, because they write great.
What do you call this type of music?
Now,
I know Benny likes to go as a storyteller.
Yeah, you know, I write in just about all genres, and matter of fact, that we just wrote a psychedelic song, me and Don and Bob McGilpin, and called Flash Frozen in the '60s, and it's got a sitar in it, it's got backward guitars, and it's got Ringo style drums, and got some Sergeant Pepper type stuff in it, and at the end, it's got the, you know, Star Spangled Banner, Jimi Hendrix style thing, and
wow.
So, yeah, it came together really good. Matter of fact, when I was at Don's house, I tell him about the song, and he said, "Wait a minute," because I just put down me and Bob Gilpin, the songwriters. He said, "Wait a minute, I think I remember that song." I said, "Huh?" And he he brought the sheet in there, and so in 2015 we had started writing that song together. And I had no clue that we did that. But anyway, so Don was a big part of that song too.
And where we got to go to hear this song?
I got it on Reverb Nation, I think.
All right, I'll find it one time here and I'll get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will dig it out. We will.
Yeah, Flash Frozen in the '60s. And Bob McGilpin was a producer in Nashville. He's probably the best kept secret in Nashville, and he'll tell you that. But he produces a lot of mine and Don's material and Benny's, and he's just a master musician and a master engineer, and we have a great time.
We need to get Bob on the phone. I'd like to talk with him.
Oh, Bob! You know, Bob's got has a lot of history in that. He was back in the late '70s. He had 3 #1 disco songs, and if you go out on the internet and check Bob McGilpin, Gilpin, and put in Superstar, and you'll see David Jones from the Monkees had a show. Apparently, I don't even remember it. But, so Bob was on there. He interviews Bob, and Bob comes out and does this disco song. And son of a bitch, can he dance? You know, and he said I can't do it now, but he was doing flips and all kind of stuff. But he's a very talented. He can write anything. He can sing anything, and just a great guy to work with. We became real close friends with him. Me and him and Benny and the Transpiring Railroad opened the Josie Music Award show in Nashville at Nissan Stadium last September. We had me and Benny and Bob had written a song for that, and so we was honored enough to get to play that. And just had a great time.
Now I got to ask you, how'd you meet Benny? How'd you guys get together?
Well, he's already said. I wish you'd pay attention in
Who
the
said
classroom. That? He's already said they met on Reverb Nation.
Where the hell was I at?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, you just had me tuned out.
Yeah.
Oops.
I thought, my wife thinks I can do that too, but
I bet you do.
And I do.
I guess I'm zoning
But
out.
we'll be married 40 years, and I couldn't have found a better woman. I'm telling you, she just,
You and
she kept me
Benny.
in line for 40 years.
You and Benny have been married 40 years?
No, well, me and Benny have been married 40 years, but not together. He's just not. He's just too short for me.
Sometimes that's an advantage.
Well,
Donna's real short. Works out good for me.
Just the right height, apparently.
Sure. Say a lot of stuff to that, but I'm not going to.
So where do you get your band at? Is your band friends, family, or do you use studio musicians?
I don't have a band. I don't have a band as such. I play with the Transpiring Railroads every once in a while, and I think I've only played in a band 2 times in the last 25 years, and that was, live, and that was at the Josie Award show in 2016 and the Josie Award show in 2017. So. as far as playing in a band, I don't really play in a band. A lot of the stuff that I do, if I'm not going to Bob's, then I'll do it here in my studio. And playing in a band was fun. And I'm telling you, Tramp Iron Railroad, that is a fun band. But playing in the bands, there's always somebody that's ornery, And I played till about 85 to 90, and I just quit. And I said I'm not going to do that again. And but I have played with the Tramps and love that.
So you pretty much just write now, then?
I just write. Yeah, I'm really not. I'm really not a singer, and I'd rather have somebody else record my songs because they can sing so much better than I can. And plus, I think a songwriter likes to have an artist put their own spin on what you have written.
So do you remember the first song that you ever wrote? What kind of stuff you used to write back then?
Yeah, well, I started writing by myself back in the year 2000, just messing around. And I was still working. And we had gone to the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, me and my wife. And these four guys were in the round there playing their songs, Don Slitz and Tom Schuyler and J. Fred Knobloch and Jelly Roll Johnson. These guys I don't know if you've ever heard of Bluebird. It's a very famous venue in Nashville. And these guys had written a lot of hits, just lots of hits. And it inspired me so much that I came back and sat down and wrote Bluebird Cafe. And then I had written a song about me and my wife meeting in Wilco.
In where? Wilco?
Yeah. You remember Wilco?
The band?
No, Wilco was part of the F.W. Woolworth Company. You remember Woolworth?
I remember Wilco, the fuel stations, the fuel stops when I was trucking.
Oh no, that's not it. But anyway, we met at work when she was going to her last semester in college, and I just had started working there. And so I wrote a song about all that and how scared I was and shaking and worried. And
well, it just goes to show what I know.
Oh.
I don't think she ever liked it.
Oh. So, what's your earliest musical memory? When you were really young and had little tiny feet and little legs.
The really, I had probably back in the late 50s, I had listened to Elvis and Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis and then my first album I ever bought was Hank Williams' Greatest Hits, and I wore that out. And I had that for probably a year or two, and then in 1963, the Beatles hit the scene, and so I had to be a rock and roll star then. So my dad bought me a guitar and amp, and I joined the band. Didn't know how to play much, but we got to where it was pretty good because every guy was in the band was good except for me, and I finally got to where I could play, and so. But the earliest one was probably that really hit me was the Beatles.
Ah.
Anybody else in your family instrumentally inclined?
Not in my immediate family. I've got cousins I got a couple of cousins that are very talented and very talented songwriters too. But
so Mama didn't play bass
nobody,
and Papa didn't play fiddle or anything like that, then, huh?
And then nobody sang bass either.
I couldn't quite remember how it goes fast enough. All I know is it's a great song.
No, my youngest daughter, she would sing, and Lord have mercy, I mean, it was just terrible. I mean, and she would just belt it out too. She didn't care if it was good or not, and that's kind of a good way to be when you want to sing a song too if you don't care. But me and my wife would just look at each other and start laughing because she'd be in the back seat singing, and it was just. And my other two daughters can sing. They could at least hold a tune. They were pretty good, and but they never took it anywhere.
Have you written any songs for anybody? I don't know how else to put it, but famous, I guess you might say.
Have I written any famous songs? No. I've had 42 songs recorded by other artists.
I guess that's what I mean.
And they, to me, every one of them just took the song to a higher level than I wrote it. And everything I write now is co-written, and it's just so much fun to sit down. And a lot of times we don't even sit down with each other; we just email back and forth and that kind of thing. But what was the question?
Well, I ain't going to mention Nashville, so don't worry about that.
Well, right. Have I ever been in Nashville?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Have you?
Now, he's the one earlier that said to me that he could watch a film over and over because he never remembers what's in it.
No, you've never been to
we
Nashville yet.
Oh, yeah, well, I've been to Nashville a million times. But I'm just joking, but, we watch a lot of Netflix, and because I don't want regular TV. And we watched like 20 seasons of Midsummer Murders. It's a British show, and we love British shows. And so we'd watched all of it. And I said, let's go back to season 1 and just see. And we're up to season 8. We didn't remember a damn one.
I've always loved British shows, and I never thought the day would come I'd ever even meet a British woman or marry one for that matter. But ever since I was a kid, I mean, Benny Hill and I can't even begin to name the British TV shows that used to come across the lake. I'm from Northeast Ohio, and we picked up a lot of Canadian stations.
My wife loves it. We got Brit and we got Acorn TV. Both of those are just British shows, and they're so well, they're so well done and so well written and produced, and they hold you to it. I just don't like our shows here much.
I don't either. The sense of humor alone is enough. That's one thing I've always admired about them. They're just, and maybe it's just maybe it's my snarkiness or my sadistic attitude, but I've always enjoyed their sense of humor.
Oh yeah, and they write great mysteries and that kind of thing too. But we just a show that I did watch the other night was the Roseanne Show, and I love that because it finally got different ideas together, which it should do. Instead of having one side on one side on the other. We all need to come together and work all this stuff out because that's what we are. We're all Americans.
Yeah, and we're all messed up.
But we shouldn't be.
Well, no, shouldn't be. But look what's happened. And who do you blame? I mean, I pretty much point the finger at the parents of a couple generations after mine. But
I think you got a good valid point there, very valid point there. And it's always the small minority of people that cause 95% of the problems.
Oh, I
it's just a small.
more.
It's always a small group here and there, that causes all the issues, and
Well, you know what they say: the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
And that's right.
When you make enough noise, you're the ones that are going to please to shut you up.
It's news coverage. So, but yeah, I think we're heading back in the right direction, and I think America's pretty strong, and
Well, what do you think about the fact that now that we have the internet, we have all these electronics and all these things that are supposed to make our life easier? I think that's also part of the problem. People have gotten lazy, disrespectful because they don't leave.
Well, social media has become a real problem, I think, and it's really had people lay stuff out that they never would have laid out before. A lot of it you don't even want to hear,
Well, there's no human interaction. Where'd that go?
No, yeah. Well, that's no different than the kids playing on their Xboxes and stuff, and but we never let our kids play. More than an hour a day, even if that, on there. But we certainly would let them play for all night.
You better watch that, though. Somebody will take you to court or turn you in for child abuse or something over that.
Ain't lying, they would.
You ain't letting them play on that game box long enough. What's the matter with you?
They're getting too much interaction.
Don't you know that's good for their reaction time? That'll teach them to be quicker.
Well, what they say is you can't be a drone pilot if you hadn't played on the Xbox.
Some of them need to be shot down.
Yeah, you're right, exactly.
That's where I was going with that. You ain't letting that kid learn how to shoot. So when he gets in high school, he can go kill all his high school classmates. That's what you got to do now.
Yeah.
I know that shit ridiculous.
It is, but it's just part of the culture now. And,
it's ridiculous.
That needs to change. And I think it's going to change. And one thing that really needs to be looked at is bullying. That's a bad thing because when I was in high school, we had some bullying, but the school teachers and principals wouldn't put up with that.
Well, that's what I was
You know,
going to say. You know, back in high school, we
Yeah.
used to settle it between ourselves.
We'd go out and meet outside.
Yeah.
You'd fight, and then you'd be friends.
Somebody
You know.
crack your skull in the restroom, you'd meet them outside, you'd take a couple extra
That's it.
cracks at their skull, and everything was fine.
Everything was fine.
But now,
Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, I never brought any, but people could bring their guns, their rifles and shotguns in their cars and bring them in, and coaches go out there and they say, "Man, let me see your shotgun," and there never was a shooting.
nope, never was. Most they did was they get in their car after school and they go deer hunting.
Exactly. But it was not illegal to bring a gun to school. You couldn't bring it inside the school, but you could bring it in your car. You could put it on your Easy Rider rifle rack.
You put an eye out.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, Keith Sampson, what's going on? Carol Durham, we're talking with Steve Owen over here tonight. Nice to see you guys. Well, back to the music, I think.
All right.
I guess. Come on,
What you
Donna.
got?
Oh, I know. I was munching on my salad over here, and then I just dropped my egg on the floor. So I've been chasing this egg around the floor, all while trying to do it quietly. So, what is your future plans? What is the future for Mr. Steve Owen?
Well, in the immediate future, my youngest daughter's having twin girls, identical twins.
Ah,
And so me and my wife, we had twins, and then we had our youngest daughter's pregnant with twins, so she wasn't one of the twins. But so we got two other granddaughters, and then we'll have two more in June, and so that's going to be our priority for sure. Is that and but I'll never quit writing. Me and Don get together just about every day just for something, or me and Benny do, and I write with several other people too, but I continue writing. But family is the most important thing to me.
yeah.
Well, you've been doing this all these years. Have you met any of those great backup band players, in Nashville and that, the Glenn Campbells and the Wrecking Crew and any of those other kind of guys?
No, I haven't, because I was playing in my teenage years, and then went in the Army, went to college, got married, had kids, went to school, had to pay college, had two big weddings, and so it was kind of a blur from about 1983 till I retired from Boeing. So.
Because the writers and the people that play the music, those are the people I admire. They're the ones that bring a song together and make it, bring it to life.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we take a song to Bob McGilpin, our producer in Nashville, and we say, like Don and I just wrote a song called "Thank You for Saying Goodbye." Imagine what that is. But anyway,
I'm thinking.
When we sent it out, we was out there in California, and we sent it to Bob, and Don had this great little, slide resonator part that he came up with, and so we sent it off to Bob and said, "Hey, here's a rough draft." He came back, and you got to hear this song. It'll be on Don's album, Don and the Tramps album, I think. And but Don still got to put his vocals to it. But I gave him all the musical knowledge that I knew. I said, "We want it swampy, Bob." I said,
You want it what? Sloppy?
We want it swampy.
Swampy.
Sound like swampy, like in Louisiana,
Okay.
down in the bayou.
Yeah, swampy.
And,
Gotcha.
He knew what the hell we was talking about, And but he came up with the thing, and we went back a couple of times. But he's just a master of knowing what you want.
I'd like to talk to this guy or hear more about him. I've heard his name mentioned quite a number of times from
Yeah,
different people.
telling you, he's probably, since I've known him, he's probably done produced probably 10 or 15 people that I've known, and everybody loves him.
Now, is he an older guy or a younger guy?
I think he's 65 or so, and middle age.
Well, at my age,
And,
at my age and Laura's age, we have to say he's still young then.
I know, really. Well, Benny's 69. I don't know if he meant that in years or not, but
It probably means a sexual position.
that's exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say that. And but I'll be 68 this year. And when my parents and my aunt and uncles and my granddaddies were all 68 years old, they were old. And we're not old, are we?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm turning 60 in a couple of days, but I don't think that's old at all.
You don't feel old. You don't sound old. And Donna, does he feel old?
He's only as old as the woman that is feeling. Come here, baby.
She doesn't feel too old. I'm all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we take better care. Well, I wish I'd taken better care of my. Now I eat oatmeal for breakfast. I drink green tea. I drink English breakfast tea, and we eat healthy. And I wish I'd have done that. When I was in my 20s.
Yeah, don't we all? But you live and learn.
You live and learn.
Maybe next time around.
Yeah. And if there is a next time around.
I sure as hell hope so. I got to do something different next time. This time didn't work out so well. Just think, next
Y'all
time.
doing pretty good.
Next time you'll be eating
Y'all doing
yogurt.
good. Yeah, I just can't eat it. I just don't like yogurt.
You'll be eating yogurt and granola bars.
Oh, granola bars. I love them.
Ugh.
I hate granola bars.
I'll take my greasy eggs and bacon.
I bet I'm the only person in the world that eats oatmeal the way I eat it.
How do you eat
I
your
eat it every
oatmeal?
morning. Let me tell you, and it's good. It sounds like crap, but it's really good. I use a half a cup of oatmeal, 2 cups of water, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, get it out, salt and pepper it, and
You strange
and
man.
That's strange. And then I put a couple of tablespoons of chia seeds, then a handful of walnuts, and then a splash of milk, and stir it up real good. And it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I was raised up on grits.
Oh.
And
Oh!
what's wrong with y'all? It's like God's food,
Let me tell you, when I first got to Texas,
You
I
gotta eat it.
I wanted a breakfast, and we went into Cracker Barrel, and I asked for the same as what I have in the UK. I says, I want sausage, egg, and baked beans. Well, they brought me out. They brought me out.
That's funny.
And none of those stupid flavoured baked beans like you guys have over here. Anyway, so they brings me out some egg on a plate, and then on a little plate, and then they brings me out the sausage on another little plate, puts them little plates on top of a big plate, and then they never brought me any baked beans. They brought me a bowl of bloody grits and gravy. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with grits and gravy?
Man,
in fact, I asked Randy what they were.
You would be, for a Southerner, that's heaven.
I didn't know what the hell we put in front of me.
Well, for a Yankee, it ain't.
Well, the Yankee, I guess it is. But, so the way I eat grits, it was raised up, we had butter, salt, and pepper on it. And, a lot of people, actually my wife likes it with sugar on it. But her parents, well, actually her grandparents are from England, and they came to the United States back, early 1900s, I think. But so, and they lived in Detroit, and that's where Mom and Dad lived. But they came down to Birmingham for his job. But I don't think any of them ever ate grits that I remember. But it's just a staple here.
What is grits, anyways? Ain't that corn?
They probably screwed their nose up at it like I did.
How come it doesn't taste like corn?
It tastes better than corn.
All right.
I don't know what the process. They must grind it up, and it's dry, and I guess they grind it up. I don't know if they do any other processing to it or not, but
They should.
it's just delicious. It's just great.
They should make it taste better.
You got to make it taste better. Hell, put some honey in there, and butter, and
No, I got to say, I never tried it that way. Now, some honey, that might do the trick, because I put honey in my coffee instead of sugar, and that's awesome.
Now, being a Yankee, you'd probably like that. And, cause my wife likes that. And she's not a Yankee, but, her parents were. But, then her mother's parents were from England, so.
Yeah, Keith Sampson says grits looks like it's already been eaten.
That's funny.
Yeah, it should be renamed.
It kind of does, don't it, really?
It should be renamed Stomach Insides.
I bet y'all have never had pork brains and eggs before either, have you?
Oh.
No, sir.
That's delicious.
Ain't
My
about
mother
to
used
try
to
it.
fry them up in the morning, yeah.
I ain't going to do no mountain oysters either, so don't even think that.
Oh, mountain oysters are delicious. You slice them up, after you get them off the pig, and you slice them up and you batter them and fry them. They're delicious.
My uncle used to eat those. I don't know why. That's one weird Yankee right there.
Just like eating crawfish, or that sounds kind of nasty to me, but you like crawfish?
No, but I'll stick with my lobster and shrimp. That's as close to that as I want to get. Never tried crawfish, be honest.
No, we've always grown up trying all different kinds of things. You know, some of them we liked, some of them we didn't like. Chitlins. We tried some chitlins one time when I was young, and you talk about smelling like shit.
Oh.
I think that was you that was talking about chitlins about a couple of months ago on Facebook. Was that right?
Yeah, probably was. Yeah, I'm the only one I know that's ever eaten chitlins.
I seen them in a jar one time. That was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look right.
Yeah, you know, they're terrible. You know, but
Ain't that like the Yankee and the Brit? Always talking about food on here.
Yeah.
Everybody here
Yeah.
loves their food.
I love food.
Now you gotta love biscuits with butter, right?
Oh yeah, you know my daddy, my mother was a master biscuit maker, and she made them from scratch, and she rolled her biscuits out by hand, and they were real puffy and soft. And my daddy, he would put about,
Half a stick?
I'm not lying, he'd put about a quarter of a stick of butter on each biscuit.
Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
And he'd put about 2 tablespoons of sugar on it, and I thought, man, that looks like crap. But let me tell you something. I tried it one time, and it was delicious.
Sausage gravy.
I only tried it one time, but I just didn't want to eat that again. But I'm gonna tell you what, when that butter and that sugar melted into that biscuit, it was like heaven.
Yeah, I bet that is good.
Well, you got to think how that would, it was really good.
Sausage gravy and biscuits. Sausage gravy and biscuits and a couple over easy on top. Now that's a breakfast for me.
I don't like over easy. I don't like them eggs. Those eyes looking at me.
Well, you got to use brown eggs. There's a big difference between brown eggs and white eggs.
I guess. I don't know.
I know most people don't think there is, but if you taste the difference, a brown egg's a little bit richer, I think, than a white egg.
I'll try that. But biscuits and sausage. I see Laura saying biscuit and sausage gravy. Yeah, you're right about that. And Stacy Joe said, "Damn it, man, tummy growling." Yeah.
Every truck stop I ever ate in, sausage gravy and biscuits.
Thomas says biscuits and butter and mashed potatoes. That's right, man.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is the only show where people end up 20 pounds.
With the side of crispy burnt and bacon, Laura says. And Laura, you're absolutely right. You want your bacon almost burnt, and it's just a lot better that way.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Carol says lots of butter. Stacy Joe, biscuits and gravy. Thomas says no chitlins. I agree with that, Thomas. And so.
Oh, Don, what's the matter with you?
Stacy Joe loves oyster stew. My dad used to make oyster stew, and it was delicious.
Don said he likes oyster pancakes with ketchup. Good God Almighty!
Gosh, what is it with you lot over here?
Well, he lives in California. Is
that what it is? Too much of that air pollution getting the best of them.
No, they live in a great area of California, Costa Mesa, and in Orange County. But he says I like jalapeno grits. And I've actually had that, and that is good. But me and Don, when we're out there, we sneak off for breakfast a couple, 3 mornings a week, and he takes me to these great places that has the best omelets, and I don't think I ever got grits there though. I don't think there are grits out there.
I'm surprised California hasn't outlawed Don's breakfast over there.
Yes, sir.
Well, Did you hear that California's putting a thing on coffee now that says, "Beware, coffee can cause cancer."
Yeah, of course it can cause cancer.
Doesn't that suck?
And so can milk and eggs and everything else they've said over the last 30 years can kill you. And I'm still eating that shit, and I'm still here bitching about it.
That's right.
And I'll be here bitching about it till the day I die, because you ain't going to tell me what I can eat, and I'm going to eat what I like, whether you like it or not.
That's exactly right.
I knows what I likes, and I likes what I knows.
Yeah, Popeye the Sailor Man. I like it.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Oh, here, Stacy Joe says potato pancakes. I've had those. Those are good.
Oh, those are great when you fry them in a pan with some bacon
They're
grease
great.
in it. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get a nice crispy skin on those babies.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
Well, what?
I just remembered. It just popped into my head. You have a challenge tonight, because it's Randy's birthday on Monday, so you've got to sing him happy birthday live on the show.
Whose birthday is it?
Randy's.
Mine.
The Yankee Pants.
Oh, it's Randy's?
Yeah.
All right, you me sing it?
Go on.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're a Yankee, damn Yankee. But we still love you. Happy birthday.
Hey.
That's the best birthday song ever.
All right, back to food.
Nick said I'll eat bacon till I die. I'm with you, Nick. on that.
He would. He would.
Thank you, Don. 60 years old. Hell, I'm ready to get out there and split some
You're just a
firewood.
child. You're just a child.
I know, right? I do ache a little bit. Got some aches and pains of swinging that big old 20-pound hammer all my life when I was young, but then sitting behind the wheel in that big truck for 20 years, that about beat me to death, too.
And then your wife's going to beat you to death.
Yeah, long haul.
That's different.
Been all over the country. Loved it. Best thing I ever did.
I think that would, I think I would have liked that too. But I never got into it. Now, when I was in the Army, I did drive a 5-ton and a trailer, a big trailer like a tractor trailer. And the first time I drove it, I didn't even, I never had any kind of driving instructions or anything. They just said, go get the 5-ton and hook up the trailer. And they said, well, first thing you got to do is grease the 5th wheel. And I said, I don't see 5 wheels on this damn thing.
Tenfold.
I knew then I was in trouble. So I greased the 5th wheel up and hooked it up to the trailer, backed it up, and guys helped me. And so I took off and went down to where we was going to get in formation and line up and go out to the field for war games in Germany. And so a captain was sitting with me, and so we took off, and I couldn't get that damn thing out of 3rd gear. And it just kept bogging down. I said, what am I doing wrong? He said, I don't know, And all of a sudden I looked back, and smoke was billowing out from underneath that trailer.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't know it had air brakes on the trailer,
And you was hauling dynamite, too.
Oh, no, it wasn't hauling dynamite. But that was so funny. And he chewed my ass out for that.
Oh,
I
good
said, well, you
God.
didn't know any different than I did. And,
Well, somebody's got to take
I learned
the
how to do
blame.
it after that. Yeah. It was fun driving that. I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved every minute of it. It was great, But when they started talking about, I don't know, it's probably 8, 9, maybe 10 years now, they started talking about that ELD, and we're going to tell you when to shit and how to shit and what size and where. And I was like, you ain't telling me shit, buddy. I'm out of here. And I quit.
Yeah. So when did you retire?
I'll never let him retire.
Retire from which career?
I'll have him working till his dying day.
Yeah.
I've been a sign maker all my life. Been in the sign business
love-
ever since '74. I drove the truck for about 20 years. And
Yeah.
I've been in all the trades, construction, working steel and building houses and shit, you name it. I've been all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I pretty much worked. I worked as a purchasing agent for on military contracts with Boeing for 30+ years, and I liked it, but I got tired of it after about 30 years.
That jack of all trade, master of none. That's me.
That's me too, I tell you. But retirement is where it's happening. Don's retired. I'm retired. Benny's retiring May the 1st, and my wife's retired.
Now, these guys are in the chat room say that you have to sing happy birthday to Laura White because it's her birthday today. Don't forget to sing it to me too because it's my birthday at the end of the month.
She also says sexy version, please.
Yeah, you've got to sing it like Marilyn Monroe style. You've got to really put your.
Laura,
sexiness
if I was 50 years old, I'd sing it sexy, but
Happy birthday.
I can't even think what sexy. I can't even think what sexy is now.
Ask Benny. He knows all about that 69.
Yeah, really.
Wine dine,
He's really only 52. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'll sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I mean, Laura. Happy birthday to you. How's that?
The president part was perfect.
and the crowd went wild.
Yeah, that was my impression of Marilyn Monroe singing to JFK. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Sure do.
Nailed it.
That's what made him my favorite president.
I know, really. Yeah. Well, Jackie got mad that night.
And Bill and Monica.
Yeah.
He was my favorite president.
Yeah.
Trump
Well-
failed, though. But anyways.
I've come to the conclusion the more president messes around and does things like that, the better presidents they are. Except, of course, Ronald Reagan.
Well, they're men just like anybody else. What makes them any different?
I know. I mean, look at JFK and Dwight Eisenhower, he had a mistress over in Germany. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he had a mistress for 60 years.
Well, Benjamin Franklin was tapping his black maid. What's the big deal there? You don't hear nobody complaining about that.
Thomas Jefferson had several children with his black slaves.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody's complaining.
Yeah.
Nobody's taking him to court.
So what truck do you drive? Randy normally likes to ask people, and he's failed to ask tonight. What truck do you drive?
All right, I'm going to tell you, and you ain't going to believe it, I am the only Southern redneck that's never had a pickup truck or a pistol.
What?
Oh!
Something ain't right.
That's true. I do have a shotgun, I do have a 22 rifle, but I have never had a pistol, and I've never had a truck. I've always wanted a truck, but it just wasn't in the cards, because every time I wanted to get a truck, I had to pay for a prom dress, or I had to pay for I had to pay for college, or I had to pay for, just this and that, and weddings, and the truck just wasn't in the cards.
Well, you had to take her to the prom and something, didn't you?
Well, I didn't take her.
You didn't drop
But,
them off?
that shotgun came in handy when the guy picked her up, though.
Ah, there it is. I knew there was an important key in there somewhere.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, Randy has 10 all-important questions for you, and I mean, these are so important. You will, fall asleep at your chair. So make up something exciting for these answers, because they really are boring, okay?
Shoot.
Numero uno. What is your favorite word?
What is my favorite word?
Yeah.
I guess,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite word.
Come on, I said you've got to make it exciting, like the word.
Love. I love love.
All right, let's try this then. What's your least favorite word?
Love.
What turns you on?
Love.
All right, Mr. Smarty Pants, what turns you off?
Love.
Tight underwear.
Stained or unstained?
I'm not going there.
What sound do you love?
What sound do I love? I love to hear, when I'm outside, I love to hear the birds chirping early in the morning.
Yes, sir. What sound do you hate?
What sound do I hate? I hate the sound of cars and trucks that are
and little baby ducks.
just way too loud. I hate the sound of cars that are way too loud. They have no mufflers or anything. I just hate that. And the reason I hate that, because we got a couple teenagers in this neighborhood that just that rock our house with them.
And you didn't do nothing like that when you was young.
Yeah, I did. But that's my point.
But that don't count, does it?
That don't count. No.
What's your favorite curse word?
Shit.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Musician.
What profession would you not like to do?
Probably cleaning out sewers.
Boy, a lot of people say that. That must be a nasty job.
It's a nasty job.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you get to the pearly gates?
Welcome, my son.
Well done. That's it.
That's it.
Not unless Donna's grown a set.
Well,
I don't think I passed the test.
No, you never. You failed that test. Really, you sucked at those 10 questions because you never made them exciting.
I just, I'm just not an exciting guy, It's past my bedtime. You must know that.
Yeah, and you was expecting the show an hour earlier as well. So you must be ready for bed.
I called in at 7 and you said, "What are you doing?" You said 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I didn't read the second sentence, though, did I?
No, you didn't.
So if you was to have a party in the sky with anybody that's dead, preferably dead, of course, who would it be?
Have a party?
Yeah,
you say?
yeah.
I'd love to have met John Lennon and partied with him. He's probably my favorite songwriter, and even though me and him were far off from different views, but I don't care about that. He was a genius songwriter, and I'd love to have partied with him and written with him.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, they did an amazing job at the Beatles Museum in Liverpool. I went there a couple of years ago, and it is amazing.
I'd love to go there.
Yeah, I will.
I'd love to do that.
I will show you some of the photos if I still have them on my Facebook. I've got the photos of the museum. It really gives you a good feeling.
Yeah.
And there's also stuff of from the Quarrymen as well. Before there were the Beatles.
Oh yeah, Quarrymen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the yellow submarine. Wait till you see the yellow submarine. It's pretty cool.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's actually two yellow submarines there. There's one that's actually a big do you call them a barge? A canal boat?
Yeah.
What do you call
barge,
them? Yeah, right outside the Beatles Museum, there's a big canal boat or a barge, as I call it. And it's all yellow submarine. And then there is like a big giant yellow submarine inside the Beatles Museum. It's very cool.
I never did see that cartoon movie, Yellow Submarine. I just didn't think I'd like it, but have y'all seen it? Did y'all watch it?
I don't think so.
I never did.
Yeah, I have. Long time ago.
Really?
Yeah. It was cool. I liked that. But back then it was a whole different thing,
But, and also back when Hard Day's Night came out, probably in, 64 or so?
Yeah.
We could go down to downtown Birmingham to the Alabama Theater, and it cost $1, and you could sit there all day, and we sit there all day and watched it about 5 times. And
I miss that stuff.
That was back. Yeah, I miss those days. We brought our bicycle down to the shopping center, and we just leave it there, and we catch a bus and go downtown and come back, and our bike would still be there. Wouldn't happen today.
No. Well, do you have anything else to add before we cut you loose and flush you down the toilet?
Hey, wait a minute. One more thing.
I was just about to ask you something.
No, I got one more thing. I got to ask him about silence. I'm talking now.
Go, shoot.
Dixie Dregs. What's the story with that?
Right.
Leave me here in Alabama.
Oh! You talking about the Dixie Crew?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you the story. Jessie Lynn. I don't know if you know Jessie Lynn. She lives down in South Alabama. She's a great songwriter and singer. She's probably 22 years old, and she's got a production company, and she's really, really on the ball with everything. And then her studio that she works at is called Guest House Studios, and so they had gotten together, and they wanted to, because Guest House Studios is going to start doing video productions too. And so they got together and they talked about it. They said, we want to make a video for promotional purposes for our companies, So I can't remember if she got in touch with me or what, but anyway, I sent her down, the 2 songs, Leave Me Here in Alabama, and what was one of the Dixie Crew did? Home in the Holler. Home in the Holler was written by me and Dee Desiree, and then Leave Me Here in Alabama was written by me and Benny. And so she called me up and said, hey, we like both these songs. And I said, great. And so they put them together, did a great job. I didn't get to go down for the filming of Home in the Holler, but me and Betty starred in the Leave Me Here in Alabama, and we had a great time doing that. But,
yeah, I like that. I got that lined up here to play after we play your last song here, She Stood the Test of Time.
Yeah. I woke up that morning that you sent, I think you sent it me one day, and I woke up the next morning and clicked on that YouTube video, and I was just in love. All the little barnyard animals running around, and the bacon, and and all the food.
There's a mule in the song, and so me and Benny, we drove up to this old house, and it had, just junk everywhere. The swimming pool was green, and it had all kind of dead frogs floating in it, and mosquitoes, and they had garbage spilled everywhere. And I said, Benny, we're at the right place? He said, I guess. Well, this guy came out, didn't have a shirt on, said, hey, are y'all here for the mule? We said, well, yeah, we're here for the mule. And so he brought this, and go back and look at this, and you'll see what I'm saying. You know how a mule looks, right? Kind of big, dark. Well, they brought out this little bitty white horse, And me and Benny looked at each other, and I said, Benny, is that their mule? And he said, I guess it is. And look at the video now that you know, and look at that pitiful mule.
I will.
Yeah, now I'll have to go back and watch it again.
You have to go back and look at that mule, because it was an amazing, it was, it's hard to explain. It's just country living at its worst, I guess. But when he brought out that white mule, that little thing probably looked like it's smaller than a donkey, and but it's basically, I think it was a horse, but a little horse, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we got a big kick out of that when we figured out what it was.
Yeah, it was a great video. I loved it.
Yeah, we had a good time doing it.
Well, that's a beautiful thing, man. I can't thank you enough for hanging out with us for a little while. Very nice. Good story.
Well, I enjoyed it. I really did. Y'all have a great show, and everything's off the cuff, and you just do a great, y'all do a great job, and y'all play a lot of our music, and we appreciate that.
Oh, we love it, man. It's great stuff.
Yeah, just keep going like you're going, because we love what you're doing.
Well, I was about to ask you before
you.
my husband rudely interrupted me, or you did, one of you did anyway. Where can we find, do you have any Facebook page for your music?
Yeah, the www.facebook.com/steve.owen.1840. And that's really where I do have a music page, but that's where most of my stuff's at.
I guess we'll just
Google
it.
Reverb Nation is where you can hear all the songs. This www.reverbnation.com/SteveOwen4, all run together. Steve Owen 4 on Reverb Nation, and I probably got 50 or 60 songs on that.
Wow.
Awesome.
It's a gold mine.
Awesome. And is that where people can purchase your music?
Thank God. Oh, I don't sell music. I've never put up any music to sell. Some of my co-writers, they put it up for sale, which is great, and but I just do it, and I've got a good retirement. I've got me Social Security, and so if other people want to sell it, that's fine. I just let them do it. And but truthfully, in these days, you can't make any money selling anything like that. 99 cents. People sell their singles for 99 cents here. Back in the 60s, we were buying them for 99 cents. And it's just people just don't go out. People just won't go out and buy music. It's sad. It's really sad because there's so much good. These independent guys are so much, and women. They write such good music. They're so talented, and they'll put out an album that will knock your socks off, better than anything that's out on FM. And they might sell 5. They've invested $10,000 in this thing, and they might sell 5 albums.
Anne Marie says you give out your website euros for sobriety checks.
What did she say? A lot of Owens out there.
Yep.
Danny Sticks. Steve gets out his website for sobriety checks. I love Anne Marie. Anne Marie. Me and Benny had the honor of doing some backup singing. I didn't do much, but on her song "Bonfire," and her song is really done good. It's just great writing, great production. Anne Marie and Bob did such a great arrangement on that, and then she had several of us come in and do some background singing on it. Like I said, I didn't do hardly any, but it was just fun doing it, and it's a great song, and it should win best song of the year.
We'll be playing that tomorrow night on our Independent Night.
Okay.
Tomorrow night's Independent Night. We play all those independent artists, all for 3 hours worth.
She has another one called Closer that's really good that's out now.
Yes, we have it. It's pretty awesome.
You need to play that too because great song. Again, Bob did that one too, and Anne Marie just got this unique, great voice and very talented lady. We've become good friends over the last year or so, and I'm hoping that we could do some more stuff together this year.
Who wrote the Bonfire song?
Anne Marie did.
Very good. Well done, Anne Marie.
Yeah, I mean, it is a well done song, and she spent a lot of time, after everybody did their part, she spent a lot of time perfecting all that, and it's come out great.
And of course, I have to mention we have quite a number of listeners here that just are head over heels for Donna Joe too. By the way.
Oh, Donna Joe. Donna Joe did that gospel type at the end, and Donna Joe's just a great. She's just a great singer. A great personality too, and everybody was on there. What Bob McGilpin said, it was so funny. He said, everybody was so polished on that except for you and Benny. And he said, we needed that.
I'm staying out of that.
Oh, but he's just kidding, you know. But it was fun doing that. We were there when Lori Lynn did Mail for Sale. We were there when she recorded that. And,
well, everybody nailed their parts. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it was just she's got a lot of other great songs out there too. You know that, but Bonfire just seems, and maybe because I had a little part in it, you know. But it is really a great song.
All right, we are going to flush you down the toilet because we have a few of your songs to put on yet. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please don't be a stranger.
I won't. I'll be back. I'll be listening.
All right, next time I expect to hear you down. Next time I expect to hear you a little further south. No more Yankees.
No more Yankees. That's right. That's right.
And I
appreciate you having me on there, and I really enjoyed it.
And thank you for the birthday wishes.
Steve Owen on the Yankee and the Redneck and the Brit Show.
Bye.
Thanks, Steve.
Your choice for country music, the RTM Radio Network.
Town, or travel down to London town. Here, Big Ben, strike me out.
supposed to be really.
I know
It
that's
says
right.
right here on this sheet of paper, it says roll tide, roll tide, roll tide.
That's a typo.
The Dixie Crew, leave me here in Alabama. Thank you, Steve Owen, very much, man. I just love having these guys come around and just chit-chat for a little while. Kind of nice. All just like sitting around a campfire.
Yeah,
I know. I love
awesome.
it. It's great. Great, good guy. Gotta love it, man. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, too. Thanks, Don and Anne-Marie and everybody else for stopping by and hanging out with us, man. I think it's cool. We got more good music. Don't go away. Keith Sampson coming up next.
It's more than music. More than music. It's a state of mind. Don't stop. Let's go. It's a way of life. Come on. And there's nobody that throws down country better than this. Welcome everybody.
On the RTM Radio Network.
Hey y'all, this is the Outlaw Sean Elliott Jr.
And we're 460 South.
We're going to be joining Yanki and Brit on April 14th, so y'all tune in.
Keith Sampson, those country nights. The Yankee and the Brit on a country Saturday night.
Mama's in the kitchen, kids are in the yard. Daddy's on the front porch doing his guitar. We're gonna get together with friends later tonight. That's right. We got catfish in the cast iron, pig in the ground. When people hear about it, they come from miles around and bring a little something to get you feeling right. You see, parties all got started from country nights. And right, hot biscuits in the oven is our caviar. The whiskey in the bottle comes from mason jars. Everybody's dressed up in their old blue jeans. We got drinking and dancing, singing going on. They call this a party, we call it carrying on. Parties got started from country nights. Well, Johnny's at the fishing hole catching dinner. Granny's in the back room canning for the winter. People in the front yard till the break of dawn. They call this a party, we call it carrying on. Hot biscuits in the oven, our caviar. The whiskey in a bottle comes from mason jars. Everybody dressed up in their old blue jeans. We got picking and dancing, singing going on. They call this a party, we call it carrying on. Parties got started from country nights. Well, there it is. Cat's out of the bag now, boys. Yeah, hot biscuits in the oven, some caviar, whiskey in a bottle comes from mason jars. Everybody's dressed up in their old blue jeans. We got picking and dancing, singing going on. They call this a party, we call it carrying on. See, parties got started from country nights. That's right. Yeah, parties got started from country nights. Damn right. You know parties got started from country nights.
And, of course, what would be a Saturday night without Steve Hickman and that long shot? All right. Country Saturday night with the Yankee and the Brit.
Underdog at the back of the pack. That's just how I roll. I've been a long shot all my life. that's all I know. You can't stop my will to win. It's bellowing from my soul. Well, I ain't got nothing left to lose. I'm all in, here I go. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm the long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly can burn this whole place down. Lo and behold, I've been down at the bottom. I couldn't see to the top. No, not a soul around to hear me. No one with a rope to drop. I stood there on my feet and screamed, God, why have you left me to die? He said, son, it was you that walked away. I've never left your side. Well, you can bet on me, I won't let you down. Yeah, you can take it to the bank, I won't quit till I'm crowned. Yeah, I'm the long shot, and you best not count me out. 'Cause this fire in my belly is gonna burn this whole place down. You can't put this fire out, it stays hungry. Yeah, it's fueled by the thought, the doubt, I gotta say it bluntly. Yeah, I'm the long shot. Alright.
Oh, he's the long shot, that's for sure. Steve Hickman, what's a Saturday night without that kind of tunage, right? Gotta love it. Thank you again, Steve Owen. Man, I'm telling you, what a cool dude. He's a Yankee. An Alabama Yankee, but that's all right. We let him in anyway.
And don't you Donna Joe fans be fretting over there. We'll get some Donna Joe on very, very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
we ain't
will.
going to let you down on that, that's for sure. Better load some up before I forget. People be whooping my white ass.
And we have a Yankee and the Brit tune to play.
We do.
Sung all by ourselves.
And that's your doings, of course. So Donna insisted that we play this. So.
We had a lot of fun with this because it's just totally us, you know. Totally.
I know. And I posted the link for that that video that Steve was talking about. So you want to check that out. You'll get a kick out of it. Trust me. It's not bad at all. Pretty cool. Donna likes the chickens.
I did like the chickens.
All right, here we go. The Yankee and the Brit, In Spite of Ourselves. And after this, I'm gonna sing you a song. Unfortunately.
She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
He ain't got laid in the month of Sundays. I caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. He drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby and I'm his honey. I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. She thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on scrambled eggs. She swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whack-top weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. Payday comes and he's a-howling at the moon. He's my baby, I don't mean maybe. Never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes.
In spite of ourselves.
Hi, this is Dan Conley, and you are listening to the Yankee and the Brit.
Last night I dreamed you were back again, larger than life again, holding me tight again, placing those same kisses on my brow, sweeter than ever now. Lord, I remember how couldn't get enough kissing. Do you know how much you're missing? No, you don't, but I do. Days like a slow train trickle by. Even the words that I write refuse to fly. All I can hear is your song haunting me. Can't get the melody out of my head, you see. Distractions are easy. Do you know how much you're losing? No, you don't, but I do. But I do. And I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. Is no word from you at all the best that you can do? Never meant to push or shove. Do you know how much
much I love you, no you don't, but I do. I swore I'd never fall like this again. Fools like me never win. Came to my knees again. Can't close the door on like this. Things might be just as good. Always believe they would. Gotta let your love invite me. Baby, do you think it might be? No, you don't, but I do. But I do. I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. It's no word from you at all, the best that you can do. Never man push or shove. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do. But I do. But I wonder if I'm past the point of rescue. There's no word from you at all, the best that you can do. Never meant to push or shove. Do you know how much I love you? No, you don't, but I do. Oh, no, you don't, but I do. Oh, no, you don't, but I do.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. I just heard it way back in the day when it came out, and Hal Ketchum was always pretty cool. I love his music. And this song was just badass.
We're live in 3, 2, 1. Hit it!
It's Donna!
You gotta have booze if you want to impress tycoons and rubes. You need boobs to fill out a sweater. You need 2, but 3 might be better. That's 1 in the back for dancing. You gotta be stacked. Hey, you gotta be grouped, individually packed. For with boobs you can start a romance off. Make a man stand right up and take his hat off. I know it doesn't rhyme, Ducky, but it does seem legitimate. To make a bowl for the earth and the mother. Even a cow has to show her udders. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. Some push 'em up, and some stick 'em out, and some keep them flapping in the breeze. Some tie them down, because if they don't, they would hang down to their knees. Just you tease you. Gotta have boobies if you want men to offer diamonds and rubies. Why, even a tennis player would knock his balls out over the net for a chick who fills each cup until she falls out. Big, small or medium, more oversized. They've all got that flavor and it's homogenized. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. some have enough, and some have too much, and some like me could stand a whole lot more. Some are like watermelons, and some are like grapes, and some are like knocks upon the door. What's your score? You gotta be filled. 2 fried eggs will never grab him like grapefruits will, and they're both breakfast foods. But listen, girls, don't try to fool your lover. Remember, he can go to Gertrude if he was rubber. Some men are like men, and some are behind men. But if he's a boobsman, even a blind man will find him. You gotta have boobs. B-O-O-B-S. You think it's easy to write songs like this? Lots of research. Just think if all us girls had boobies with fluorination, we could take the cavities out of the whole damnation. A nibble a day keeps the dentist away. Outcockers like big knockers. This goes over great in Derby. You gotta have boobs or be kind to your flat-chested friends. Tomorrow she may be bigger than you are. You start out with A cup and wind up with E cup. Silicone's a girl's best friend.
Here it is, one by request. Chris Stapleton. That Tennessee whiskey for Carol. Easy, girl. Easy.
What's all this yeehaw business on a Saturday night? It should be about scones and crumpets and clotted cream, but instead, you're making me scream.
All right, guys, fasten your seatbelts. Here she is. The one and only Donna Joe.
I've seen too many things, been so many places, trusted all the wrong people, too many sad faces, can't seem to find my peace wherever I go, trying to run from my feelings, so tired and low, so many bills to pay, can't even keep a job, longing for freedom as I cry out to God. Oh, when I'm down, you're there to pick me up. When I can't walk, you're there to hold my hand. When I fall, you're there to carry me. So glad I met you. You're one hell of a man. Will the stream ever come? Will it haunt my soul for years? Have I struggled enough or cried enough tears? There's a reason we met. This is no accident. Is this a perfect plan? Are we here just for the moment? Can I trust in you? You'll never let me down. My partner in crime when no friends can be found. Oh, when I'm down, you're there to pick me up. When I can't walk, you're there to hold my hand. When I fall, you're there to carry me. So glad I met you. You're one hell of a man.
Yankee and the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air.